All right, boys and girls, what we have here is a glove box from an Audi A4 2007. They have a common problem with these glove boxes. They have a piston right here, or a plunger. I've seen it as both. And so this plunger attaches to the hinge. And when you open the glove box, then, you know, the piston comes out. But so when it's closed, that piston's all the way up into the body of this thing. And they stay in there for sometimes for so long without being open, they get pretty stiff, and it wants to stay in there. So when you go to open the glove box, this thing is frozen and won't move. And when you pry down on the door, it just busts the hinge right here. So you take this hinge off and oil it, or you can do it with it still in there. But I'll show you how you take this hinge off. There's a, I don't know if you can see it right here. There's a little, it's got an ear on it, so you can actually grab it with your needle nose. Well, you grab this thing with your needle nose and just pull it really hard. Oops, sorry, buddy. Scared my dog. Okay, so I put the pin up there. And then that releases it like that. Now, I'm going to push this plunger or the piston back in. And if you turn it to a certain point, like that, counterclockwise, you know you have to take this off. Then you can take your needle nose and pull your piston out. Oh, it's already stuffed. Ah, it's already stiff again. Then just take a little dry oil, or even a little WD-40, and squirt it on there, and work that plunger back and forth, or the piston back and forth with your needle nose. Boy, it's still tight. It's like a little gas piston, so it's going to have some resistance. But anyway, once you get that, boy, you can see I really got to hold that hard. All right, so we get that loosened up. I'm going to try to open this thing back up with that off of there. See if I can get a little bit more room. Yeah, that gets a little bit more room with that plunger off of there. So you can see right down in here where the problem is. Of course, it works now without the piston on there. But if you don't put this piston back on, there's you can't see it, but there's a light right here. That's why there's wires on here. That when you open this glove box, this light lights the glove box up inside. But if you didn't care about that, then you really wouldn't even need this, and you wouldn't have that problem. Just open and close. But I'm going to try to put the plunger back in and use it. So I bought these L brackets off of eBay. Comes with 2 L brackets and a bunch of these little screws. But the problem is, these L brackets, they go in there nicely. I mean, they fit real well. You can see how that's curved and that's curved. So that just slides up in there and rides along the hinge. So, just like that. But the problem is trying to get a screw in there. You can't get a screw down in here tightened up. The screwdriver won't go in there, so I'm gonna have to figure out an alternative. And I was gonna try JB Weld, but I'm not sure JB Weld would even work on that, because the door is really heavy and there's a lot of pressure. So somehow really need to figure out a way to get a screw in here. we've got to figure out, see that the hinge, the door just came completely off. I mean, this Bondic junk just didn't do anything. Okay, so where's that?
The other.
Where's the other one? Okay, so we took one of the pins out. We stopped it because it was taking ridiculously long. This is not easy to do.
That one came out fairly easy.
I'll show you where these pins are. This one came out pretty easy because there was more room to work with over here, I guess. But I don't know if you can tell.
Yeah,
but this thing has, they're like grips all the way around. I mean, it's just grips. And so when it goes in, these grips really hold that thing in. So
we tried vice
this
grips.
one, we had tried vice grips, needle nose. I mean, we tried everything to get it out. You tripped too, huh? Must have something to do with filming.
Your dresser's not against the wall.
So what we did was, this thing was further in. We put a screwdriver against here, and we just whacked it, and then now it came out. So now we can take the hinge out. All right, so now we'll take the hinge out, and we'll probably have to get a drill, and I think I put 2 screws in it. I don't know if I can. Comes all the way down or goes up. I think it rests all the way down. And I'll look at these screws, but I think I'm probably going to have a drill. Okay, boys and girls. I probably don't have the proper bit size, because I probably need either an 1/8 or a 7/64, but I had a 3/32, and that's what this is. So I'm going to drill this with a, just mark it real quick with this, and all right. So might use my vice grips to hold this thing, because you know me, I like to be safe. Oh. Yeah. Okay. So, all right. I'm gonna double check that, make sure the whole line's up right.
Measure twice, drill once.
Yeah, something like that. Measure twice, drill through your hand only once. Looks like it's gonna be kind of small. These offset, because it looks like it's might have to hone that out a little bit, because see if this will work. I don't want to use the next biggest size that I have, because I'm afraid it'll be too big. I think we can make this work, but definitely not the right size for these screws. Let me move that.
So these hinges are made specifically for this car?
Yeah.
And where'd you get it?
eBay.
Okay. Would you just look up Audi hinge repair or something?
Yep. Yeah. Hang on. Sit over here. Yeah. I might have to get a better Phillips screwdriver, or see if I can hone this out a little bit. That might help make it go in a little easier. But you really can't put these things on unless you take that door completely out of there, which means you've got to really, I don't know if you can see this, but we kind of mangled this up trying to get it out. But the best thing to do is just, when it's in there, it's going to be it's only going to stick out like that much. Just get a good screwdriver on there and whack it with something heavy.
Probably a flathead, right?
Yeah, flathead. I just have my Phillips on here right now, but yeah, the flathead, that's what we used. Okay, so that one that one in there. Boy, should have reamed that hole out a little bit more since I used an undersized bit. But okay, so now we're going to try to attach it to the door.
Do you recommend using a bed as a good workspace?
I recommend using any dining room table or bed or anything your dog will let you. Okay, so.
Oh, I might need to move my camera so we can see that.
Let me go to the other side of the bed. I don't want to put you out. All right, so trying to make this line up as best I can. Oh, okay. Oh, so it really needs to be like that. So I'm gonna have to pry this probably down a little bit to make this line up exactly where it should be. It needs to be like that. Because I want this piece here to go naturally, fit naturally like it was.
When you put the screw on, it'll flatten it out some, right?
Well, I want this part in there naturally.
I can't see.
This part right here
Okay.
that broke off.
Mm-hmm.
I want it to kind of fit back to where it
Exactly
naturally
where it
was. Mm-hmm. See, but if I put if I don't bend this bracket, this is going to do like that, and
That's going to be loose.
it just won't be. This will be interesting to see if this works. See, I haven't seen any videos out there showing how to put these hinges on. See, it's drawn it down just like she said it would. It drew it down. Then once we drill through this one, see if we can get that in there. That one I don't want to wallow it out too much because I want this to get as much bite as it can get.
So really, you could, even before your glove box breaks, you could buy these metal hinges and put them on so that it doesn't ever break, right?
Or you guys can oil the thing periodically and that won't happen.
That sounds like a pain.
Yeah, and taking these pins out are so much easier than squirting a little bit of oil. Uh-huh, wow. Okay.
Are you going to do the other one too, or no?
She wants me to put this one on.
Hey, they gave you two for a reason. I'm sure they both break at some point.
Okay. 2 more holes to drill, sports fans, and we'll you gotta be careful. You don't want to drill all the way through your door. So have a little control. Have a little self-control. Talking to myself.
Oh, that's cool. Your drill has a little light on it. Look at that.
Oh no, oh no. I want to keep my drill. Please don't take it.
I'm afraid of power tools. I won't take it.
Oh, good. Well, that's probably the only thing that keeps me from losing it.
Mm-hmm. Because that is really cool.
Well, you have
You're
drills.
fumbling with that.
You have drills.
I'm gonna film this drill with a light on it again. That's pretty cool.
It's a DeWalt.
Oh,
20 volt max brushless hammer drill.
That's a nice drill.
I never buy a drill unless it's a hammer drill.
Sponsor us, DeWalt.
Okay, well,
All right, we've got 2 prosthetic hinges on there.
let's see, I think it's, didn't it go like this? You took it out.
I think so.
There we go.
And then we got to get those pins back in.
Hey, wait a minute. Hold on. Something's...
Oh, yeah, we had to unlatch it.
Yeah, to unlatch it to get this side to shut down in there. Well, this side came out pretty easily, so maybe we can drive that pin in.
Do you think we should get a real hammer for this, or
I can go get one. I only have about 10 of them.
that one popped in on its own?
Yeah, but it's not all the way.
I don't know if it was in all the way before because it came out pretty easily.
Yeah. Just my luck. But we got a new hammer here. It's called Vice Grip.
And just don't slip.
This is how you drive it into your leg. That one's all the way in.
Yeah. This is Mr. Safety Conscious
Huh?
right here. Mr. Safety.
Yeah, hello, OSHA. Got the dropsies.
Do that.
I don't want to hit this too hard till I know that it's lined up. Seems like it's lined up.
Yeah, if it's going in.
All right, one more chance to lose a thigh. See, this is why you do it on the bed. And there we go. Sports fans, that one's all the way in.
Alright.
Okay, so now we're gonna hook this back up to it.
Back to the
so if you
original
see right here,
problem.
show them right here, there's slots in here, right there, and they match up with these. So
Yeah.
when you line this and that up,
It goes in and then it turns and locks into place.
yeah, you turn it counterclockwise, like that.
Oh, and you need this rubber or this plastic
Yeah,
piece.
need that, but I'm gonna have to pull that out a little bit. Oh man.
Mr. Safety.
What's my saying? If I'm not bleeding, I'm not working. Okay, I mean, you guys can do that at home too if you want. It didn't hurt that bad. But, or you can try to take other precautions. There we go.
Now, why is it hard even though you WD-40'd it? See, I feel like this is just a design flaw and people need the metal brackets.
It's a gas. It has gas in it. There. Okay, so that's back in. So now we should be able to.
Is your light hooked up?
Oh yeah, light's hooked up. See, here's the light. This wire here goes down for this light, and on the back side of that light is actually comes out on the floorboard, not inside the box, but actually on the floorboard at your feet. I don't know why they think it's important to light your
Why
feet
would
up.
you light your feet when
I'd
you're
rather
looking
light
at
up
a
the inside of the
glove
box than
That's weird.
than
I'm saying design flaw again.
yeah. All right, let's see. This is gonna work. Oh yeah. Oh boy. Okay, there it goes.
I think bypass that stupid piston thing or whatever altogether, because
Well,
even oiled it's a pain.
I don't know why they would light that up at your feet when you open this up. Oh, there's another. Oh, okay. Okay, so it lights it up right here, but it also does light up right here inside the glove box.
inside.
So we're gonna keep the piston.
Okay.
Hi, buddy. Come on, you ready to jump back up? That's my dog, buddy.
All right.
Okay,
is
so
it
that's
done?
it. That's it, sports fans. Hope you enjoyed it. Pray before you do it. Think safety. Be safe. Try to cut yourself no more than once, and you'll be all right. See ya. They make this wonderful new miracle product called Bondic. They claim that it'll fix anything because it's not a glue. It's more like a fusion. and upside down, show you Bondic. What happens is it has a, remove this cap, and this is kind of rubbery, and you can squeeze it, and you just come down here and you squeeze the liquid onto here, like I'm doing now, and you don't have to worry about being in a hurry because, it's, like I said, it's not glue, so it's not going to harden on you. Then you take this ultraviolet light, you turn it on, and you come down here, and about 3 or 4 seconds, they say, is all you need to get that to cure. So right now it should be good enough. I had put some on there before, but it wasn't really working because I had the piston hooked up to it, so it was still putting too much pressure on. But right now, it should work. Let's see. Now, even holding the hinge, I can see at the joint. No, not too impressed. That's not going to work. I didn't think it would.